Hello everybody, welcome back to some more of the Outer Worlds, and we're here in the Monarch, and we're about to go and explore Stellar Bay. So yeah, let's go in here. Have I checked this yet? Let's check this terminal really quick. Oh, it's nothing. Alright, let's go in here. Let's explore this place. What mission do we have? Alright, so I have looked at the... How the hell do I get down, bro? That's not safe. I can jump down there. Is this an elevator of some sort? So yeah, I have, oh look. Oh wait! Alright. That worked. So I've looked at the missions.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
Damn it, I should have gone the other way. What if I just leave? Huh? What are you gonna do? Who are you? Who are you?
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Whatever, not here for chit-chat. You seem surprised. Well, that is my ship on the landing pad right next to you. You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
I want to know about this place. What are they doing out there?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes.
Oh gosh, so...
On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
See, it's kind of cool that, you know, he's happy about his little job. I prefer to travel discreetly, if you know what I mean.
Don't be like that. I never get to do this part. Please.
Oh my goodness. I don't trust these people, man. I go by Alex Hawthorne.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even going to give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Alright, is Stellar Bay really that isolated? You know what I expected to find on Monarch. Honestly, that's a good one. You know what I expected to find on Monarch, man.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Is Stellar Bay that... Are you saying that the board has been lying about this place?
Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
So is Stellar Bay really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-roaders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook.
Right.
And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go have a look around town. Thanks a lot, Grim.
Mr. Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Oh, really? Mission time. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight ship, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Sure, bud. You can ask about your poster. Who's the Black Hole? Who is the Black Hole?
That's Bertie Holcomb. Only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something?
No, just in a frickin' pod. He actually tells him. Actually, I've been in hibernation for decades.
You're real funny. Guess I don't feel so bad for missing what goes on in the rest of Stellar Bay.
This poster sounds pretty valuable.
I couldn't really say. I'm just a fan of the game.
Okay.
But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now.
Alright, well, I'll look for your poster.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Alright, Graham, take it easy, brother. Good job. You did a really bang up job, I gotta say. So our first mission is to go and get Par.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
What?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
That's some good miscommunication right there. Bennett, who are you?
Laws. Can a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace?
I hear that. You got a problem? What? How did I read that? You got a problem? You got a lot of brass for a man doing absolutely nothing, just standing here.
What I am doing, sir, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place.
Yikes. What are you talking about? Neighbor's partner to come be there? What are you talking about? Like, yeah, why are you so pissed?
This law's forgotten town. Cut off from the rest of the colony. Removed from any culture. I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted.
Interesting. You miss the good old days?
Days of consumption and culture. When we weren't squabbling with the iconoclasts for lack of better things to do. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
I want to know more about your point of view, buddy. But I'll leave you here for now. That guy misses the board presence in this town, man. Look at these people. What's going on, dude?
Fresh blood at last. Stellar Bay could use some.
Wow.
We're not the best equipped, but scouting for rats keeps us on our toes.
See, these guys are more civilized than I thought they were. What's up, guy?
Well, we don't get many outsiders.
They don't seem like bad people, I gotta say. What you guys up to?
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Wow, they just want to know what's going on
They
outside.
don't look like Sublight. Must be freelance.
They're very inquisitive.
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
They're super inquisitive. They don't tell me to screw off and say they're busy.
You don't look like Sublight.
You must be freelance. Hey, what's up?
Watch your step if you venture outside the walls.
Thank you for that warning there. That caution. Alright, where the heck? Can I go in here? Nope.
Someone's been killed!
What the hell? Who said that? Who said that? Is that you that's to scream that? Someone's been killed?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Pull yourself together. Pull yourself together and tell me what happened, man.
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
What the? No mission popped up. So there's a dead body in here? Alright. But first things first, man. We gotta get Par set up for her date with Jun Lei. What's back here? Hey, you're a chef. Hey, buddy.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Sorry about that. I can be kinda quiet. Did I startle you? My bad.
Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves.
How's that?
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rap spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
Another perspective to hear. My engineers looking to get something. Why did you decide to stay? Yeah, why did you decide to stay in the first place then, man?
Sanjar, of course.
Sanjar.
He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long. It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy.
Damn. Damn. Seems like you'd want more than centimeters, huh? That would probably be a good thing, huh?
That's what she said.
There's truly
Nice.
no end to my suffering.
Well, ever thought about leaving Stellar Bay?
Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then?
Gotcha, I gotcha. You got stabbed? Why don't you just tell me?
Nothing. That's what.
Oh.
Because MSI is not in what you'd call good standing with the board. So even if I could get out of here, no one's gonna hire me.
Sounds rough, man.
Even talking about it has my blood pressure up. I've really gotta stop.
Listen, man, my engineer's looking to get a dust back casserole. Can you cook one of those?
That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
How much money is it? 3,000 bits, huh? Get started, chef. Intimidate. Take me for an idiot. No, don't count. Damn. Alright, buddy. You take me for an idiot? No damn casserole's worth that much. Try again and try harder.
What? No, Captain, I don't want you to do it this way.
Listen, don't worry
It's
about
alright, miss. I'm a coward at heart. Made that clear from the outset.
it. That he did.
Look, Captain, this is the best I can do without putting myself out of business.
2,000 bits is much more reasonable. Alright, fine, we'll settle on that. Still quite expensive.
I'm mighty glad you reckon so. This is gonna take about an hour in the oven. Nothing I can do to speed it. That's just how cooking works. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
That was the fastest hour
My
ever.
belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady. You're a gentle soul, miss. Be careful with this one, alright? He's kind of a brute.
Gosh, my tum's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk about me like that to Papa, alright? Alright, we got that. That is the first one down. Is there another something to get here for her? We gotta go to the Rizzo's facility. So what else can we do in this town? Let's go find the dead body in here. Yeah, this guy said there's a dead body in the lower right. Hey, look, there's a mark now. Is that mark for Parpar's mission? I don't know. Oh shit, I'm stealing. I'm stealing! It's in this terminal. Alright, so... Oh shit. You didn't see me steal nothing, did you? Alrighty then. Yeah, that was just, that terminal was just... The residents had a problem. I guess it was, notes to the super?
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
What happened?
Not much I can do for this guy.
Oh, is this the dead body room? Oh, shite. That's... I didn't even see it. I just walked in. And somehow Parpar saw it through the wall. Alright, this is a victim, huh? What are we supposed to do about this guy? That guy just kind of like... told us about it. We're here. I don't see any clues. Oh! A clue! This betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from left field tossball betting. So this guy didn't pay back his bets. Is there money stashed in here, you think? Examine this as well. Several ragged outfits, all the same cut and color, were stuffed into the suitcase. Okay. Search the apartment for clues. Sweet. Investigate the left field toss ball betting. Oh, we're detectives right now. I wonder what we're gonna find out, man.
Whatever you do, don't mention tossball to Isaac. He'll never hear the end of it. You know, I haven't seen him in a while. If you'd gotten stuck in an hour-long rant about mostly colonists, you'd be thankful.
Uh-oh. What happened? Do you guys know about a guy named Isaac?
As you were.
Okay. What about you?
Sing along?
Okay, alright. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out myself. Uh-oh. We have somebody with a name. Laura. What's this? Dropping a care package off with the Mathers in the old ruins south of Stellar Bay. Be back soon. Laura, I know you're reading this. Stay out of my things. Laura doesn't seem to be staying out of your things right now. But there's a care package in Mathern. At Mathers, eh? Laura? What are you doing, Laura? Boo!
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
Why is everyone in this town so jumpy?
Jumpy? Who's jumpy? I'm not jumpy.
Alright, I didn't mean to scare you. I'll go for now. Yeah, this is getting really suspicious. Something weird's going on in this town. What are you looking for? Get up. Get up.
You again! You've really got to stop doing that.
Alright. I got nothing to say to her.
You trying to get us all in trouble? What do you think you're doing?
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Nothing at all. I was just leaving.
Do what you want, I guess.
Yeah, see guys, don't worry. Parpar, you're with me. You have nothing to worry about. Alright? Alright, let's skedaddle out of this place.
Wrapped mask and canid eyes, right here.
Who was that? Was that you, Sebastian?
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails?
Definitely not.
You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
You really need to work on your observation skills, because that is completely inaccurate. Why would I want any of that?
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Who is this? Pavardi. God, I'll never say her name right. Parvati. You know who he's talking about?
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater. He had this grand idea to make it a museum for halcyon life. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a manta queen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Manta queens, especially.
Have you seen a manta queen?
Sure, they're real big. Hard to miss them.
Oh god. Oh my god. Where have you seen one of these manta queens?
Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett. But I haven't seen him in a few weeks.
Oh.
To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Oh, he's out there, I believe.
Captain, can we look for him? I'd feel awful if somebody from home was in trouble and we didn't do nothing.
Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him.
Of course.
Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
God, that's the fairest deal ever. There's nothing even in it for you. If he's a friend of Parvati, no, I suppose I oughta.
Thanks, Captain.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins. Last maniacally I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there, too.
Gotcha. About Mr. Pickett, though.
Yeah. You find him yet?
Oh, we already got that. We already got this information, so we're good to go.
Like what?
Let's see what he has to trade really quick.
Oh, good. Celia hasn't come by in a few days, so I haven't sold much.
Nope. 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 And nope. I'm running out of money. I'm not buying any of this stuff. Alright, next on the list, Grim, the guy who welcomed us here. We're gonna go talk to Celia and ask her about what's going on. Is that Celia?
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
So we got Sanjar here. He's the leader of this place. But first we're going to talk to Celia.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon.
Thank you very much, Celia.
What can I do for you today?
Alright, let's see here. What was the exchange about? You having money trouble? Grim asked me to check you. A toss ball. What was that exchange about? You having some money issues? I like your hair, by the way. I'm digging your hairstyle.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again?
Uh-oh, someone's got...
Not that I got any prior experience.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
What the heck is that? Do you know money on Raptidon parts? Well, that was stupid. Oh, that's the girl because she always goes to buy from Sebastian, is that his name? Do you normally blow your money on Raptidon parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Why? What do you get out of that? Why are you buying so much from Sebastian?
So I can talk to him, of course.
Ah.
He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
Yeah, you girls need to settle
He's such
down.
a strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff.
Oh god, that's
and
gross.
Some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Yeah. I can see that. Just ask him on a date. God.
I couldn't.
What's with you girls?
What if he says no?
Oh my god.
Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask.
Oh my god, but you know...
Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Wait, I'm curious. What do you see in Sebastian?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about.
Oh, wow.
Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Hey, there it
Good
is.
to have standards, I guess. I know what I'm looking for.
You really want to be with someone you can't talk to? There are other fish in the sea. I don't like any of these. But let's ask her this one instead. Just because. You really want to be with someone you can't talk to?
You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny.
What are you looking for then?
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Alright, talk to you later. Alright, I think I got something to talk to this guy about too. Let's see here right quick. My main. Phineas contacted brokers. Oh no, that is not the guy I need to talk to. Stainless steel rats. This gay tossball thing. Oh crap! I forgot to ask Celia about the guy's poster. Hey, I got
some. Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
I got something else to ask you. Hold up. Grim asked me to check with you about some sort of tossball poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Good lord. Alright, thanks, that'll do. I want to talk to this guy. You look important, huh? Sanger. What's up, guy?
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Oh God, this guy must sleep with his money.
Often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
It's very generous of you.
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
I sent me, bro. I sent me. Going where the wind takes me. For the information broker? No, I can find him on my own. I'm charting my own path, bro. Going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for salt tuna.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I had to eat more weird side... Yeah, it could always be both.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments.
Yikes, man, this guy.
I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
My God, just because I didn't see your freaking thing? If you're for other corporations, why would you want to bring them? Sounds like a personal problem. Yeah, what exactly are you hoping to accomplish here, dude?
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
I see. Chain scratching and scraping by. That sounds like you freed... You're freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it? Yeah, why not embrace it? I mean, this is what you asked for, isn't it?
Exactly what I would have said, if I'd been paying attention.
You talk like Graham.
What the hell's that?
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Bruh, I get that. So what do you mean to do about it? Exactly, what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
I never heard someone say something so threatening in such a nice way. Enough preamble, what's the plan, bros?
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Gotcha. Fine, how do you mean to do that? How long did it take you to figure that you need to defend your city? How do you mean to do that, bro?
Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Sounds useful. Where is it? What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Okay.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
Oh, I like you,
It is
Scarlet.
quite the rush.
Alright, where do I find it?
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Damn, why can't I use this? My perception's not good? Damn. Alright, I'll go get
Do
it.
be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Alright, is there anything else I can ask him?
What can I do for you?
Let's see here. I met Grim. Oh, let's tell him about Grim. Let's tell him he did a good job.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
I'm looking for information on a broker. Or wait, an information broker?
Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate.
Hide him. How do I get to Devil's Peak?
You'd head south along the road and look for a mountain to the west. Not that I'd advise it. It's a terribly dangerous trek. But if you insist on going, I'd recommend taking a local guide. Mioka would be a prime candidate.
If you can keep her sober.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, I have questions about MSI in the good old days.
Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
I'm gonna figure these guys out. How did MSI get kicked off the board in the first place?
I've
Good
asked
question.
myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws.
Do you mean that you initiated your own removal from the board?
Not intentionally, though that's technically true.
Exactly.
For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. Back then, it was known as Terra 1.
What happened to the other corporations?
As you may have noticed, this planet has more than its share of hazards.
Oh, so that's it.
And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out.
Seems wise.
MSI's leadership at the time certainly thought so, but there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
Look at how forward-thinking of you. Reforms are for quitters. Reforms are for quitters. I don't know. I just want to say, like, are you stupid? It's so dangerous here.
It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
I hope you'd treat them nice whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means. Treating people right because it's the right thing to do.
Like that's what you saw in Edgewater? Come on. People look out for themselves.
Hey.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
Of course. You didn't embrace your ideas, using the board's own tools against them. Clever. Who's this us? Yeah, who is this us and we you keep talking about, bro?
Oh, well, there were surely other junior executives with more open minds, though none of them had the temperament to handle the paperwork.
Who are we talking about? You're being a little cagey.
But I was keeping my tone flat and maintaining eye contact. You weren't supposed to notice I was avoiding the subject.
This is why you've never been good with presentations, sir.
Oh, calling you out.
Very well. Many years ago, Graham Bryant and I used to be collaborators of sorts.
So looking case like so. Who is this guy?
Graham Bryant. He leads a group of extremists out in Amber Heights.
Oh.
But he used to be as much a part of the corporate machinery as any of us. Much as he likes to forget it.
So he helped you make your case to the senior executives?
Indeed. For all the good it did. MSI's then leadership wasn't enthusiastic. They insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2 along with everyone else.
Yet here you are. I guess you gave that finger. I guess you missed the transport. Yeah, yet here you are, huh? This is... I don't know about this.
Yes. some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI.
Must have pissed off some real big suits to get stuck with that.
On the contrary, I wrote lots of very important reports on behalf of top MSI officials before I was able to achieve this position. I moved forward with our planned reforms as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
I can hear that. That's low even for them. But why would they do that? You should have known you couldn't oppose them. I mean, that is low. It is very low, even for them.
I think I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
What exactly do you want back on the board? What's the hazard clause? What is the hazard clause?
It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
Ah.
But wait, what happens to the folks stuck on the wrong side of dangerous?
Well, I'm afraid the welfare of a few hundred people is too minor a figure into the board's risk assessments.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they've definitely invoked it on the Monarch.
Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Rather hard to run a business that way.
So I know why he wants back on the board, because it's just better for the people. So I used to work with Graham. Why not mention that earlier? Yeah, why not mention Graham earlier?
As far as I'm concerned, the less said about Graham, the better. Graham seemed like a reasonable man years ago, and we both agreed that MSI's treatment of its workers was untenable. I thought reforms would be enough. I didn't realize you wanted to abolish the corporate system entirely.
Ah, jeez. This is like this is like politics of today, man. I love this game right now. Why exactly do you... Well, yeah, let's ask him. Why exactly do you want back on the board?
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Oh my god.
If you can't beat him, might as well join him and reach into their pockets.
I mean, that's it.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community. And being cut off means slow strangulation.
They've treated you pretty roughly. Is it worth going back on? Can't blame me for your practicality. Seems to me everything's better than the corporate yoke. Is it worth getting back on? What's your reasoning, man?
I'm not a man to put pride before progress.
Right? Me neither.
Ownership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities. Then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
Leverage. Oh, the leverage, obviously. That weapon that we have to go get. Force them to the bargaining table. Just be careful, the board doesn't mess around. Sheesh, man. Yeah, this is some serious politics. Yeah, you gotta be careful. The board doesn't mess around.
Oh, believe me, I've learned that much. But I'm also not going to leave MSI at a disadvantage. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations.
Alright, man. I want to talk about something else. What do I want to talk about? I want to talk about the fact that I gotta go. Wow, that was a boatload of information, wasn't it? Holy smokes. But it's good information. It's so crazy how relative this is to real life right now with, like, you know, the United States and the far left versus the far right and everything. And some people just want to burn down the system, but some people just want to change the system without burning everything down. But then some people don't want the system to change at all because they're so greedy. Like on the other side, it's like, man, if we could just find some sort of compromise. And I feel like maybe Sanjar is trying to reach a compromise. So I'm kind of digging his energy right now. You know, he's not like, oh, burn it all down. And he's not like being, oh, we have to have it all for ourselves. There's definitely a balance in there. So he wants to get back. He needs the board's resources. I think I'm willing to help him get those resources. But yeah, let's see what else can we do in this city. Yeah, I'm also loving how Par and Scar. Hey, where's Par? Where's Parvati? Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. She's ahead of me. I like how they have opposing views too. She's like so loving and like, you know, everybody should work together. And she's like, you know, you gotta take care of yourself. You know, you gotta be strong. Yeah. I like it. I like it. And now here's Velma. We're gonna talk to Velma on the next episode and figure out if we could get a eye on Grimm's, what is he looking for? His baseball card? Black hole baseball card? So yeah, we're gonna do that next time. We found out a lot of information. This was an information gathering episode, man. I think there's gonna be a little bit more action in the next one after we talk to Velma and then go meet Nyoka. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I'm gonna go do some editing and yeah, play a little bit more today, a little bit later on. Hopefully I'll see you there. Don't forget to drop that like and that sub. Much love. GG.